Hey guys, Disloner Magic here, and I don't know if you heard this or not, or noticed this yourself, but Modern is a complete dumpster fire, unplayable, boring, stupid, stale, just idiotic, overpriced, tier 1 exclusive pile of unplayable garbage. And the last 2 years of statements from Wizards completely agree with me, although perhaps in a slightly more polite manner. All the best analysts, all the experts, even the players themselves say nobody wants to watch Modern be streamed, which is why it was removed from the Pro Tour, because it's just, oh look, he got his combo off. Wow. Who cares? Can I watch a game of Magic? Can I watch some real actual Magic and have people do something instead of just, okay, do this, okay, stop you from doing that, and my combo. Win condition. Yay. So if they think that a 4-cost Jace and a 4-cost Bloodbraid are going to somehow magically fix Modern by pushing the casting cost up, the curve higher, which is literally word for word what they just said in their unbanning announcement, no, what you have to do is remove or provide answers for the stuff on the low end that costs 3 or less. That's early game. Well, isn't that interesting? There's one card that does that and does that at an appropriate power level. Mental Misstep is the card that they should have unbanned, but wait, there's more to it than just that, and I'm going to get to that later in the video. Let's take a look at Mental Misstep, okay? Phyrexian mana, so let's just be honest, it costs 0. Counter target spell with converted mana cost of exactly 1. Not 0, not 2, not 3, not 4, 1. Wow, what a bunch of narrow, useless, pointless, not even sideboard-worthy garbage. Who the hell would play this outside of Legacy and Vintage? Well, apparently a lot of people, because that card is currently still banned in Modern. What the hell does this card counter in Modern? Okay, think of something. Ready, set, go. Time's up. The answer is not a damn thing that anybody cares about. Okay, a non-blue counterspell that can counter a spell that anybody can put in any deck of any color. I get it. But in actual practice, what does this stop? This doesn't stop a damn thing. I would actually probably not put this in my deck. But from the playability or the play density that it had before it was banned, okay, I mean, it's somewhere in the middle. It's not like Legacy. When this was in Legacy, it was a disaster. Every single deck in existence played 4 of this. Okay, by the way, I'll give you the answer to before. Okay, what does this stop? Birds of Paradise, which, okay, you slow them down, you make them actually earn it. Noble Hierarch, okay, you slow them down and make them actually earn it. Lightning Bolt, good, you stop them from undoing, whatever on your side. You make it so that your deck is actually playable, and Lightning Bolt is commonly used, well, I mean, it's commonly used in everything. It's the #1 most played Modern spell, I think. But it is commonly used to basically ensure that whatever they're doing can keep going on. So it's not like people don't play it in other decks, but it's really annoying when it's just like, oh, this is what I'm going to use to cover myself. Like, oh, you brought out something that can deal with this creature I have? Boom, it's gone. And, honestly, like, Dismembered could do that, or Gut Shot or whatever, but it is what it is. So it stops ramp and it goes card for card with Lightning Bolt. What else? Path to Exile. Okay, creature removal. Cool. I mean, you know what's almost as important as having control in a deck? Being able to stop control, to play around it. So what the hell is wrong with that? And then what else we got? Okay, Delver of Secrets. So kudos to you if you said Delver of Secrets. There is a deck literally called Delver. But it's an all-in single win condition to an extent. I mean, it's not Storm, but good. This stops it. Good. It's about damn time somebody had an answer to that deck that isn't Lightning Bolt. And plus, Delver gets bolted all the time. I mean, then they gotta cover it. So if they could cover it from a Lightning Bolt, then they could cover it, maybe from a Mental Misstep. I mean, it costs 1. If they got 3 mana, they could have Negate. I mean, if they don't, that's on them. I mean, they're casting it into just cross your fingers territory. I could have Doombladed it. I mean, it's like Mental Misstep. Oh, it stops Delver. So what? Everything stops Delver. If you're going to name the damn deck after the one card in it, you better be able to cover it when you cast it. And finally, Wild Nacatl. Good. That card was banned in Modern because it is a 3/3 for 1. It just is. It is a 3/3 that costs 1. The end. As it turns out, a 3/3 that costs 1 is a little bit too powerful, especially if you're going first. So yes, the ability to Mental Misstep this on turn 0, yes please, thank you. Screw that card, it deserves to go back on the ban list. Okay, so those are the 6 cards I thought of. I don't think there are any more. I mean, I guess maybe Serum Visions, which is, of course, draw a card, scry 2. Oh no, their whole deck is over with if they can't draw a card and then scry 2. Oh no, how are they ever going to get their degenerate crap combo off? So all it does is provide a defense against early game ramping into some degenerate combo crap, and just, it lets the game keep playing. It makes it way more interactive. It does not just utterly and completely stop what your opponent is doing, but it makes them earn it. I mean, if they're going to lightning bolt something on your side of the field, you can stop it with Mental Misstep. So Mental Misstep would almost single-handedly fix Modern. That should have been the card they should have unbanned. And in Legacy, if you even have one like in your trade binder in Legacy, they shouldn't let you in the door. That's how much it needs to stay banned in Legacy. But here, I got a rare double whammy decision coming from the Futurama Supreme Court. All right, ready for this one? Also make Counterspell legal in Modern. Just declare that it's legal. You can counter any spell for 2. No restrictions, no nothing. There's no downside. You know, Negate only does non-creature. Essence Scatter only does creature. Whenever you take a little bit of a dip off of 3, because remember, the universal unwritten rule of Magic, yeah, you know damn well what that was a reference to, is that it takes 3 mana to counter a spell because of cancel. If you go to 2, it gets narrower, and if you go to 1, it gets ridiculous, and then it's 0, Pact of Negation, like you literally lose the game next turn, basically. So yes, the universal unwritten rule of Magic in the modern era, because remember, Counterspell is printed in Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Revised, 4th edition, 5th edition, 6th edition, 7th edition, what is that one? Ice Age, Tempest, Mercadian Masks, the Starter 99 deck, Starter 2000 deck, Battle Royale box set, but what wasn't in there? The Beatdown box set, Dual Decks Jace vs. Chandra, that's actually surprising. That was an online only release, that was online only, that was online only, Dual Deck Anthology. Okay, so basically the last time it was printed was Masks. It costs 2 mana to stop a spell, period, for like the first 10 years of Magic? Well, not quite. The first bunch of years of Magic. And then for some reason it changed to 3. I don't know why. I really honestly don't know why. I guess to allow more whiny douchebags to play their stupid little glass cannon combo decks. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but nobody likes those decks, okay? They're not fun to play against. They're not fun to play, to actually be the player owning the deck and controlling it, because you either win or you don't. It's a binary condition. There's no intelligence. There's almost no decisions. It's just, can I get my combo off safely? Cross my fingers. And there's a little bit more to it than that, but you either blast off your infinite combo or you don't. And if somebody counterspells you, you don't. Well, boo-hoo. Back in the real world, I'm trading 1 card for 1 of your cards, okay? And I had to leave my mana open to do it, so I lost part of my turn potentially. If I'm playing Counterspell, I'm still on the losing end of this. I mean, do you see on the bottom of the card and draw a card in fine print? Because I don't. You went from 5 to 4 cards in your hand. I went from 5 to 4 cards in my hand. Now we're back to even. If that utterly and completely destroyed your entire deck and now you can't win the game, then you should have built a more durable deck. Let's go back to what I said was wrong with Modern and what everybody says is wrong with Modern. Non-interactive, single-purpose, infinite combo, or just launch-it style decks where they just do something and win. Splinter Twin, Kitchen Fang, Storm, Affinity, they just go off. Well, even Splinter Twin, I mean, they had Remand. They had a little bit of a takesy-backsies kind of thing where you could cover your spell a little bit. They also had a little bit of an alternate win condition with, like a backup win condition, I should say, with damage. The same for Storm. I mean, Storm is pretty all in, but everybody keeps saying, but you could just keep top decking cards and just burn them. No, not usually, but I mean, whatever, if that's what you want to pretend. There is nothing inherently broken or unfair about me using a counterspell and trading card for card with you. Like I said, to reiterate, if your deck is so fragile and so poorly built and such a stupid little single-purpose one-trick pony glass cannon, then you deserve to lose. You're running a garbage deck and you should be ashamed of yourself. Build a better, more resilient deck. Do you think that Counterspell is going to shut down Jund or Zoo? I don't. That's because everything that it plays is a threat and everything tries to win the game. If your deck has a single point of failure and then, somebody ruins it for you, well then piss off. Your deck's garbage. You are running literally what's wrong with Modern right now, okay? People are so sick of this non-interactive single-purpose crap. What's the number 1 most complained about card in Modern right now? Oh, by the pro players, by the pros, not by FNM attendees, just solely by the pros. The answer by a long shot is Blood Moon. If somebody plays Blood Moon, you are screwed. Non-interactive binary deck shutdowns, okay? Blood Moon, ban it, I don't care. But then again, it shuts down some really degenerate crap, so maybe don't ban it. But people sideboard it in, and then they mulligan until they hit it, and then all it has to do is hit the field. and the people are done. They cannot generate the color of mana that they need to win. And it just comes down to what type of deck are you running by random chance, because it's literally random chance who you get paired up against at a tournament. That's stupid. How about play skill? Where does that come into a factor? I mean, yeah, get rid of Blood Moon then, fine, whatever. But we need Counterspell, okay? Counterspell and Mental Misstep by themselves would almost single-handedly fix Modern by just shoving out all these all-in combos, or force them to become slower and less reliable because they'd have to cover themselves, ironically probably with Mental Misstep or Counterspell or Negate. Okay, why the hell would you run Negate if... Okay, whatever. So a lot of the more like subtle, intelligent, wise players have been saying, let's get Counterspell in Modern. I think it would do some good. It would push out all the decks that people are complaining about, or power them down to the point where they're still viable, but they might win on turn 6 instead of turn 4, because you shut them down and then they gotta try to reload. I mean, the same goes for all-in crap like Infect. People hate Infect. It's one of the most hated decks in all of Modern. If you disrupt their combo, they lose, and if you don't, they win. It's a binary condition. It's boring. It's stupid. It's boring to play. It's boring to watch on stream. It's just boring. It's a stupid waste of time. Now, the third reason, or fourth, or whatever the hell I'm on at this point, Mental Misstep and Counterspell would make it so that if you don't go first, you can use it to eat that entire advantage. Oh, they're going first, so they have a 75% chance of winning now instead of 50-50? Okay, I'll just sit back and wait around to wreck their crap. Instead of playing full speed, all in, I'm going to dominate the board state. No, not one turn behind. On turn 3, their turn 3, you've taken less turns than them by a factor of 33%. If you think you're still going to win, no. But if you're like, okay, they can speed until, they play whatever card is really important, like until Tarmogoyf comes out, boom, fry it. There you go. Or with Mental Misstep, oh, okay, turn 1 Birds of Paradise. So by the time we cycle back to their turn, I'm going to have 1 land in play, and they're going to have access to 3 mana, because it'll be land drop, Birds of Paradise, then land drop. I mean, you're not coming back from that in most cases, unless you can stop the Birds of Paradise on turn 0. So we definitely need Mental Misstep, and it would be very, very nice to see a 2-cost Counterspell, especially in a turn 4 format. A turn 3 Counterspell doesn't do a damn thing in a turn 4 format unless you go all in on keeping all your mana open on your turn 3, their turn 4, which I wouldn't recommend doing. That's actually not a very good strategy. Unless you're cheating and using illegal team hand signals and somebody's scouting and you can see their cards and you're sitting higher up than them and you took your earphone off a little bit so that you can hear the crowd and the announcer in the distance. There's all kinds of fun cheating going on at the tournament level, but I'm talking about FNM. Or Modern tournaments, whenever they are. So what do you guys think? Just kidding. This is the correct answer. I don't care what you think. But if you agree with me, leave a comment down below. Yes, I'm joking. This is what they should have unbanned, and the very next, we'll say standard set, because that's what feeds into Modern, should have a Counterspell in it. In fact, Counterspell in Standard, why not? I mean, who cares? Standard isn't even that fast anyway. Who cares? 2 mana, 3 mana, what the hell's the difference? I mean, there's not that big of a difference, to be perfectly honest. The amount of remaining mana I have open. Oh, okay. So, I mean, what? Serum Visions is a sorcery. Like, what do you want? Ponder is already banned. Like, what is there to play? Anticipate costs 2 mana. What, ban Opt from Modern? Would anybody even give a crap? I wouldn't. Is anybody even playing Opt into... Whatever, fine, ban Opt. Okay, I'd rather have Mental Misstep and Counterspell. So anyway, that's my take on it. That's what we need to fix. Everybody knows what needs to be kicked out of Modern and what needs to be the focus of Modern. Wizards stated it themselves. They're just not doing it. Stating it and doing something about it are 2 very different things. So fix it, Wizards. I'll see you guys next video.